Hey besties, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm V, and welcome to another writing vlog. I was gonna say I'm excited for this, but I don't think I should be excited for this at all because I decided to introduce chaos into my comfortably boring writing routine and decided to make this writing wheel of chaos. It has 16 prompts on it, most of them things that I would not ever normally choose to do on a normal writing day, and this wheel is going to control my writing day because whatever it lands on, I have to do. There are two nice ones in there because I don't want to be completely mean to myself. So we do have make a writing drink and a writing snack. So, you know, hopefully we land on those ones at some point today. There's one I absolutely do not want to land on, and that's finish current chapter in 25 minutes. And if I fail to do that, I have to eat a spoon of hot sauce. And I do not do well with spices. I thought of that one because I've been watching a lot of Hot Ones Versus on YouTube, which is where they like take celebrities and they have to eat like hot wings. And I was like, that looks like torture. We're gonna add it to the wheel. Guys, this is so handmade. You can't tell. I literally use cardboard and tape to put this together. So fingers crossed that this actually works. And I have it propped up in a bunch of books right now. And then, you know what? I was like, I'm just gonna put my printed second draft here to extra motivate me to work on my book today. And for those of you who don't know, I am working on the third draft of my romance novel, Into the Limelight, and I'm 30,000 something words in. So where you guys last left off in the last writing vlog, we are basically still starting from there because I didn't get a lot of writing done from that point on because I was away. But that's what today's gonna be. We're gonna be productive, we're gonna work on the book, but there's gonna be some chaos getting in our way. Speaking of, it's time to do our first spin. But before we do that, I wanted to let you guys know about something super exciting going on right now as this video is live. And that is that in collaboration with Readsy, I will be hosting a short story contest from May 2nd to May 9th over on Readsy that you guys can enter for a chance to win $250. Readsy has weekly short story writing competitions called Readsy Prompts, and it's so exciting that I get to work with them on this one because I've actually submitted to one in the past. They're just so much fun, and I got to choose the contest theme, which is This Was Not the Plan. Not to make it about me, but I wanted to make it something kind of personal, and if there's anything I've learned so far in my 20s, it's that most of the time things do not go according to plan, whether that's hilariously, awkwardly, heartbreakingly, beautifully. There are a lot of times when the unexpected happens. So that is the theme that I chose to go with, and we worked together to come up with 5 prompts related to this theme, and they're so fun and exciting. So I definitely recommend checking them out if you are interested, and you can write a short story based off of any of those 5 prompts and submit it for your chance to win. If you want additional information, it will be in the link in the description box below. I'm so excited for you guys if you do choose to enter, and I will also be helping choose the winner, which is so exciting. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and happy writing. Ugh, guys, I'm pushing this off. I'm scared. I'm scared to spin this wheel, but the writing must begin, so. Okay, wait, that was a good spin. It's on the pink. Use oven timer for next writing sprint. This one's kind of random. I just thought it'd be funny. Okay, I'm not mad about this one. I feel like this is kind of easing us into chaos because it's not that bad. I just thought it'd be funny to, instead of sprinting using a timer on my phone or laptop, to use the oven timer and write at my kitchen counter for that duration of time. To add a little bit of extra chaos, maybe I'll choose a random number to determine how long the sprint is gonna be. But I am hungry and do want to eat breakfast after this first sprint, so it's not gonna be too long. I'm gonna give them in between 1 minute and 45. And we are just gonna write for that long at the oven, standing at the counter using the oven timer. Hey Siri, please choose a number between 1 and 45.
I found this on the web.
Siri doesn't, like, I swear Siri used to give a number, but now it just pulls up a web article. Okay. Alexa, please choose a random number between 1 and 45.
Here's a number between 1 and 45. It's 30.
Not horrible. Let's go right at the oven counter for 30 minutes. I don't know. Okay, welcome to my kitchen. Here's the oven. We are about to start the oven timer. As you can see, also guys, it's late. It's 12:45 p.m. because that spinning wheel took me a while to make, a lot longer than I thought it would. So we are starting this writing day late, and because of that, I will probably be doing this tomorrow as well. So this will probably go into tomorrow just because I want to get enough prompts or be able to choose enough prompts. But time to do our first one. We are going to start off our first writing session with a 30-minute sprint timer. But if you're curious where I'm at right now in my draft, I am still on chapter 13 if you watched my last vlog. Yep, same chapter that I was having issues with in the last vlog. Still having issues with that chapter, still trying to work my way through them. Basically, if you haven't seen my last video, I've hit the point in my novel where it's no longer smooth sailing. Like, honestly, this has felt like a marathon. I've never run a marathon, but it's felt like a marathon in the sense that the first few chapters, like chapter 1 to 4, felt like the first bit of the race where you're still trying to get into the groove of it, find your footing. And then from that point to the point that I'm at right now, I hit the runner's high and it was just smooth sailing. I was coasting. And then now I'm at the point where it's the last leg of the race where I feel like my legs are gonna fall off. And I see the end, but I don't know if I'll make it there. Okay, that was really dramatic. We'll make it to the end. But this point onward, like I mentioned in the last vlog, has a lot of reworking to do. And I did re-outline. Sorry, I did re-outline so that I could figure that out. So right now it's just a matter of doing the complete rewrite for this chapter. So that's what we're gonna be working on for 30 minutes. I've never written from an oven. Obviously this is so weird, but let's start our timer. 30 minutes and start. Okay, something that I think might be helpful to me right now is the fact that I haven't written for about a week, because I feel like it'll help me get a fresher perspective on this chapter. I'm taking a step back and now I'm gonna reread it, and then I can pinpoint exactly where it is that I need to make changes. I mentioned this in the last vlog, but I basically just need to add tension to this chapter, so I'll know exactly where it is that I need to do that. And I think I might need to cut out some fluff in this chapter. So I'm gonna reread it. I hope I can figure this stupid chapter out. Sorry. Yay, timer is done. I can eat breakfast. I'm so hungry. It's like lunch at this point, so I'm gonna have a big breakfast, like a brunch. And I'm going to listen to my audiobook while I make it. I have two options: Remarkably Bright Creatures and the third novella in the Loath to Love You Ali Hazelwood book that I'm reading right now. And I want to read or listen to Remarkably Bright Creatures more, and it's due first because both of them are on Libby, which is like my library app, so they have due dates. But I feel like I should finish the novella or be reading that because it's a romance, and that just inspires me more to get back to my own romance. But I can't believe I'm saying this. I feel like I've had my fill of Ali Hazelwood for the moment. Like back to back to back Ali Hazelwood books doesn't work for me because she has very similar formulas for all of her books, and I love them so much. But this is like the third novella in this book, and I'm like, kind of, my interest is waning, I'm not gonna lie. So not my top choice for the audiobook right now, but I'm gonna listen to it anyway and make my breakfast, and then we'll get back to the writing and the chaos.
Is Ian Floyd trying to imply that maze? NASA's home to space exploration is full of pain. You please tell me my skin feels like it's being holes through my ear.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little grumpy because I really want a writing drink right now. Coffee or tea sounds perfect, but because I added that as an option on the wheel, I can't make one unless I spin it, and the odds of that are 1 in 16, aka very low. So let's spin and see what we do end up getting. This thing is kind of falling apart a little bit, so we're just gonna hope that this is good for another spin, and let's do spin number 2. It's a good spin. Let's see if I can see it from the camera first. Sit in the most uncomfy chair in your house. I am sinking right now into the softness of this chair right now. This is the chair that I use. It's ergonomic and it's so comfortable, but it looks like we will be swapping her out for the most uncomfortable chair in my house, which is a hard plastic chair. Okay, let's do it. Introducing the shower. Oh, it's cold too. It's so cold. I don't like that. Why did I decide to do this? I just want to be comfortable, guys. I think the worst thing is that it's freezing cold. Honestly, that's the worst of it. That feels like a cloud compared to this. But this is just for one sprint or whatever writing thing we end up getting. So after that, I will be going back to my comfy chair. All right, let's see. This thing moved too. You know what? I told you that the thing's a little wonky. Okay, I don't know if you noticed, but this just went back automatically to the same spot it was in before. So we're gonna spin this again. I tightened it, so hopefully that... This is a new one, right? Okay. Right to distracting sounds. I am gonna go on YouTube and I'm gonna pull up a sound of like, what should we do, guys? Like a cow mooing or something? We'll do annoying sound, 1 hour. Annoying sounds, 1 hour. what's another option? Because that's annoying. I want to do something. Okay, how about it? Let's do sheeps, because I have pictures, or I have a picture on my wall of a bunch of cows and sheep. Are there even sheep in this picture? Maybe it's just cows. Nope, those are cows. Okay, we're gonna do cows mooing. Cows mooing. I love the word mooing. It's so fun. Yeah, so we are gonna do a full sprint with that sound playing constantly in the background. Oh wait, that video is only 24 seconds. Okay, wait, I found a video that's 16 minutes because that one's only 24 seconds. We're gonna play this. I'll just do it for the length of the video, so 16 minutes. And I'm gonna do a writing sprint to that sound. Yay, in this hard and comfortable chair. Okay, the other one wasn't annoying enough. Like, I actually liked it. So we changed it back to this one, but I just put the loop on. I genuinely can't do it anymore. I want to cry. I want my chair back, okay? This is so uncomfortable still. And the timer is up. And I worked on a singular scene. There are 3 scenes in this chapter. I worked on one of them, the shortest one. Could barely do it. I was staring at my screen for most of this, because this isn't like a first draft where I just crank out words. It doesn't matter how messy it is as long as I'm getting the story on the page. This is supposed to be a polished draft, my most polished draft yet. How am I supposed to do that with that sound? Couldn't do it. Tried my best, just stared at this for most of it. However, staring at this was helpful because I stared at a sentence so long and then realized, wow, I'm really telling the readers something that they already know, that I don't need to tell them, that I showed right before I explicitly said what was happening. If that makes sense. Like, I was not giving the readers enough credit with that sentence that I wrote, and I was like, oh, I can just take that out, and I cut that out. That's about it, guys. Hate to break it to you. That's about it. So what I'm gonna do before the next spin is actually work on that scene really quickly. It's a short scene. It's not the problem area, not really. Not as much as the next scene in this chapter and the final scene and the scene that I need to finish so that we can move on. So I'm gonna write that and then I'll come back with you to you guys and we will spin again. And I can't wait to get out of this chair. We can officially move on, which means we can move this back out. Oh hey, May TBR that I picked in my last video. Vanished. I just know this video is gonna make me appreciate my normal writing days so much more now. Okay, time for spin number 3, numero 3. Why is my accent so bad? I was in French immersion. I can do a better accent than that. Numero 3. No, now the more I say it, it sounds wrong. Spin numero 3. Anyway, what did it land on, guys? Let's see. I feel like I made the point too thick. It's hard to tell what I think it's on the light pink. It's hard because when you look at it from different angles, it's on a different color, but I'm gonna look at it straight on. And if it's straight on like this, it's on light pink, which is get a friend to choose any spin they wish. Oh, okay. Okay, I sent a picture to my boyfriend, Matt, to get him to choose one of these. And he just texted back and I'm gonna guess the one that he's gonna choose. I'm gonna guess, because he loves working out so much, that he's gonna do 22 jumping jacks before writing. Or maybe the read 22 pages of your book before writing. I chose the number 22 for this, by the way, because that's my age. So I was just like, let's choose a random number. That one because he knows I love to read. I don't know. I feel like he's not gonna be super mean. We'll see. He's at work, so he's not responding very promptly. Okay, update. He said write to distracting sounds, and then I thought that was so funny because I just did that. So I got him to choose another one and we'll see what he picks. Okay, he's typing. Right from the floor. No, I don't want this one. I thought he'd be nice. Also, let me know if you guys want me to do a video where Matt controls my entire writing day, because I think that'd be really fun. Especially now that we know he won't just be choosing the easy option. So I'm gonna write from where I've never written before, in my room. I write at my desk, I write at my comfy bed, but never do I write at the floor, on the floor. Let's go. Welcome to the floor that I will now be writing from for the next sprint. We're gonna continue with chapter 13 and I gotta get straight into it. I just gotta write. This is so funny and random, but I'm editing a line right now where Ray's stomach grumbles and my stomach just grumbled while I was editing the line. Oh, that was funny to me. I don't know. Oh, not me awing at something that my character did, that I literally wrote that my character did. Like, but it's so cute. Like, my favorite thing in romance novels has to do with the quote, "To be seen is to be loved." Like, little acts or gestures that the love interest does that shows that they have been paying attention to the love interest. Just, oh my gosh, those are the best. Those are the best moments. So I'm trying to put them in my novel where I can, because obviously everything that I love in a romance novel I'm gonna put in my own. So yeah, cute. Reporting to say I am in the zone, and I love this feeling, especially because lately I have not had that. I've had a lot of writing sessions that didn't involve actually writing or editing or whatever, and just figuring things out, which is fine. Obviously it's necessary, it's really necessary, but I miss the feeling of being in a group and being like, yes, things are falling into place. Guys, we finished chapter 13. This is crazy. I'm so happy. I've been hung up on this chapter for so long, but we are finally done. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. Like I mentioned before, just because I spent a lot of time on this, I'm still gonna tag this as to be revised at the end, but I'm happy with it and I did not want to move on from it without being happy with it. So I'm glad that I am finally, and we can move on to the next chapter. We're now in chapter 14. That one is also a really long chapter. It's 4,000 words, or that's long for me at least. I'm not gonna concern myself with chapter length too much right now because I realize that it can easily be shifted, all of them. Okay, the next chapter isn't looking too bad. I do have to change a couple of key things to up the tension and conflict because there is not a lot of that in these two chapters. Like 13 and the one that I'm working on now. I did as much as I could with chapter 13 and now I need more here. I really do. And then the chapter after that is good. So this is a chapter that we are going to be working on tomorrow because I'm going to be ending this chaos here for the night. And I'm going to switch over to doing some productive YouTube work for the rest of the evening and then relaxing. And we will return tomorrow for some more chaos. I have to say, guys, writing on the floor is really not that bad at all. In fact, I kind of like it. I prefer this over the uncomfortable hard chair for some reason. Like, I would choose to sit against the floor by my own will again, honestly, especially with like this to like lean my head back on. And I'm like so close to my books here and I have like so many books to the right of me and then my bookshelf right across, so it's just kind of nice to be staring at books while I'm writing my book too. I don't know, I don't mind this. I also just realized I'm so close to my TV this way. Like, maybe if I made it a little bit more comfy, like brought my reading pillow here. Why didn't I do that? I should have brought my reading pillow down here. If I did that, this could be a new comfy cozy spot for me in my room. Okay, see you lovelies tomorrow. It's the next day. I am ready for more chaos and I'm excited to get into another writing session. I did follow my normal full-time writing routine, which is waking up and reading first thing in the morning. And then I just pulled open my laptop and I spent like 30 minutes to an hour going over what I did yesterday, making some tweaks to that chapter and planning out how I want to attack this upcoming chapter. Because when I first enter a chapter for revisions, there's not a lot of typing or action going on. It's really just like rereading the last draft and my notes for that draft for my beta readers and also the notes I took when I reread it, and then the new outline that I made, and just kind of figuring out how I'm going to edit this chapter, where I need to add stuff, remove stuff. Do I need a lot more voice in this chapter? Am I deepening the emotional arc? Like, I just try to figure it all out before I actually start writing. So I'm at the point now where I can start writing, which is great. You guys didn't miss anything exciting. You missed the boring stuff. Now we're at actually writing this, which is exciting. And it's time to do our first spin of the day. Not feeling as excited as yesterday, and I'm still hoping that we get the writing drink. I miss a writing drink. I miss coffee. I miss tea. Haven't had it since we started. So let's do a little spin. Okay, I don't know if that's from straight on, but from my angle it says read 22 pages of a book before writing, or does it say make a writing drink? Let's bring you guys closer. Okay, head on this way. It looks like read 22 pages of a book, but look how close it is to writing drink. Oh, that's so sad. Guys, I'm gonna do something. Look away. We get to do both! yay, I'm gonna make a writing drink, and we already read, but I'm just gonna read another 22 pages because it's okay, I don't mind, I love reading. And then we'll get into our writing. What a great start to our day. Woo. I love this mug. I got it from Winners or Superstore, I believe. I don't remember, but it says how to get through the day: wine, coffee, cheese, hiding, and prayers. And I just thought that was just so me. But as soon as I got home, I dropped the mug and now it's chipped, which at first I was obviously sad about, but then I don't know if anyone's seen Once Upon a Time, the show, but Belle in the show has a chipped teacup, and now anytime I think about this, I'm just like, it's a chipped teacup. She says it like that, chipped, because she's like an accent. So anyway, this is really yummy. Gonna read the third novella in it. I honestly should read 20 pages of The Roughest Draft right now because that's the book that I haven't finished reading. Like, I know I said I was reading Remarkably Rare Creatures and Loath to Love You right now, but those are the two audiobooks. The Roughest Draft is a physical book that I haven't finished yet, and I've been reading it for so long, and it's a good book, but to me it kind of feels like two things. One, it feels like right book, wrong time. Like, I feel like later on in my life or at a different point in my life I wouldn't be enjoying it more. Second, it to me, I feel like it involves emotional cheating, and I get it. The person that one of the characters is with right now, we're not supposed to be rooting for this person at all, but I'm like, cool, just make their relationship end way earlier on. I'm like almost done the book and they're still together, and I'm like, I don't know. Besides that, it is good though, and I've underlined a lot of things because it's a book about writers, so there are a lot of quotes that I'm like, I relate to that, and it's cool in that sense of like seeing inside their process of co-writing a book together. And the more I'm talking about it, the more I'm like, okay, that's the book I want to read right now. But it is currently being used to prop up my wheel. Over here, it's like in there. So because I'm lazy, we're just gonna read this, and I'm very happy to have my comfy chair right now. So 22 pages, like I mentioned before, I chose that number because it's my age. Since I was reading the audiobook, I don't even know what page I'm in or what page I'm at for this. I opened literally right to the page. I opened right to the spot that I'm at in the audiobook. That's crazy. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna count 22 pages. Let's just do this the smart way. We're at page 285. 285 plus 22 is 307. Oh gosh, goodness. That took way too long, but in my defense, one, I've barely drinking my coffee so far this morning, and two, just woke up. Gonna put my bookmark in that page so I know where to stop. Love listening to audiobooks, but I prefer physical because I write and I like to see how the words are formed on the page. I don't know if that's weird. Like, I like to see the structure of the sentences. I like to reread things over and over. But yeah, I don't know. I can't help but like pull things apart a little bit. I just realized that this might take me 36 minutes to read because my average is 100 pages in 3 hours because I'm a slow reader, which is fine by me. I'm not like trying to read quick or anything. I really don't care. But that's a long time until I get to start writing. Like, I do writing sprints all the time, but it's not for 36 minutes of reading. We're done. That was great. I'm feeling super pumped to write. I guess we should spin again to see if there's anything this wheel could give us that'll spice up our writing sprint. Let's give her a spin. That was odd. This like moved with it. Anyway, I think y'all saw that. Anyway, it looks like it says write to chaotic music. What do you guys see on the viewfinder? Oh, it looks like it's ask Siri for a random number. Should I just start pressing it down and seeing what it's closest to? Let's see. I really think that's on the green. Write to chaotic music. But hey, we also should figure out how long we're gonna sprint for. So we already know Siri is useless in that regard. Alexa, please give me a random number.
A random number is 9.
Okay, I only have to do a sprint listening to chaotic music for 9 minutes. Like I said before, don't listen to music that has words. So we're gonna do like rock music. It's like the worst writing music I can think of. Sorry to anyone who writes to rock music. If anyone does that, let me know. I really highly feel like no one is going to do that. Please shuffle play hard metal music on Spotify.
Shuffling angry heavy metal mix from
Yeah,
Spotify.
that's more like chaotic, I feel like. I expected, but this is all like nice music. Pause. Okay, so that's perfect, and that's what I'm gonna be listening to for the next 9 minutes. Wish me luck. I don't know, I still feel like the cows will be worse than this one. Play, please. Why is hard metal kind of a vibe? Timer, right as that song is ending. Pause, please, and never play again. I'm just kidding. Honestly, you guys, that was not that bad. That was not that bad. Can we talk about that? One, the music was a lot better than I expected it would be. It just sounded like Mariana Trench, that band. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I don't even know if it was. Maybe it was. But the band that sings like Here's to All the Zeros. Love that song. Love that band. Pretty sure that could have been them. That's just what it sounded like, honestly. But yeah, it was distracting. It's hard for me to write words when I'm intaking words from the song, especially when it's being yelled at me. But I wrote 63 words in the start of the chapter, and it's chapter 15 because chapter 13, I told you guys it was long. It was like 4,000 words. I ended up snipping it in half because I was like, there's too much going on in one chapter. The chapter's like 4,000 words, to me, totally fine word count for a chapter, even though my average is around 2,000. But I was like, we're jumping a lot because I have 3 to 4 scenes in there. So I was just like, I'm gonna chop it in half. That's what I did, and that became chapter 14. So this new chapter is chapter 15, and I'm kind of in a groove right now, so I'm going to write a bit more before we do our next spin. Sorry, I got it. Okay, we're like 300 words into this new chapter, and it's going pretty well so far. I'm still kind of scared that it's gonna be a little boring because it's like I'm info dumping a little bit at the beginning, like kind of explaining what's happening, but it's necessary for the plot, and I don't want to like actively be showing all of this because then it's gonna be boring, kind of drag and be slow. But I'm trying to cut down how much info dumping so that it's not boring, but it's going well so far, I think. So anyway, we are gonna do our next spin and see what's next in store. I feel like it keeps falling into the same spot because we just did that and we did all of these. So let's try again. Is it because this is moving? I don't know. Let's try it like this. Oh, it's because this can't, we don't want that to move. Let's try. I'm gonna hold on to the little wooden thing at the back. I feel like that's, already did that. No. Are we seeing this? Finish current chapter in 25 minutes. Fail, eat a spoon of hot sauce. I just started this chapter and you're telling me I have to finish it in 25 minutes? And for this, I don't mean the full entire edit of the chapter, just the first write of it, because you know I go over and over and over through it, just the first one. But still, even then, 25 minutes. I mean, it's a significant, let's see if we can do it, because I don't want the hot sauce. Oh my gosh. All right, we're gonna plant our little tree in the forest app and start our 25-minute timer, and let's see if I can finish this. Oh, what? Unlock. Plant. Okay. 7 minutes to go and we're at almost 500 words. Okay. 500 words and the chapter is 3,600. I don't think we're gonna be finishing this, but I am moving pretty quickly. Yeah, so we're at 600 words and nowhere near done chapter. So that means, sorry if the audio quality changes, I'm filming on my phone for this. The hot sauce that we have is Frank's hot sauce, which I actually love, and it's not like super hot, so we're doing chili garlic sauce. This is really spicy. Oh my gosh. Oh, it smells so spicy. This is what I get for not being Alexander Hamilton and writing like 1,000 words per minute. I don't know if it's safe to do a full spoon. Like, I actually think I'd end up in the hospital. I'm being so for real. Is this like moments before disaster? This is oh my gosh. I'm scared. Prince is outside. I think he just chased after a squirrel. Poor squirrel. I hope the squirrel gets away, honestly. I love you, Prince, but I'm on the squirrel side here. Oh, I'm worried. I don't even have milk out because this is supposed to be a punishment. I'm scared. This is dumb. Okay, I'm scared. Like, what if this is bad for me? Wait, that's really yummy though, because of the garlic. Oh my gosh, my eyes are watering. Whew. Oh gosh, fully survived. My lips are burning. Wow. Okay, maybe next time I do NaNoWriMo, I know it's shut down, but like if I do a challenge like that ever again, I need to use this as motivation to write words, because holy crap. Anyway, I think that's a good spot to end this vlog. I think we've been put through enough chaos. It wasn't too bad, honestly. Let me know if you guys have other prompt ideas or if you want me to do this again, but it definitely was a fun way to shake up my normal writing routine for sure. And I just wanted to remind you guys really quickly to go check out the short story writing contest that I'm hosting with Readsy. The link is in the description. I hope you guys enter because I cannot wait to read your stories. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this this video, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye!